Hello and welcome back. You're tuned into Revision Hub with Jazzy Jane. I am back with another video, and in this video I'll be looking at crime and deviance, which is an AQA Sociology topic. But before we go on to look at more content, let's do a quick recap. So, in my last video, we began to look at a very big key evaluation question on racism as well as ethnicity. We looked at two main sociologists. In this video, we'll be looking at more. We looked at Gilroy and Hall et al. If you do not remember any part of the content, there's an I section on the right hand side. If you click that, you'll be able to find that particular video on that topic, and you'll be able to find the sociologists that we looked at in that video. For those of you who were with me in that video, I want you to grab some paper, flashcards, or any form of writing material and jot down what you remember from that video. I personally believe that this will only happen if you've looked at my video, understood my video, made notes, and gone off and revised, rested, tested, and repeated yourself. Before continuing on, please do this activity. If you all have done this activity, press the thumbs up icon right away. Okay, so as I mentioned, we began to look at the key question, quote, racism is targeting ethnic groups, making them seem as though they are the real offenders, unquote. As I mentioned, last video, we looked at reason 1 and 2 using sociologists Hall et al. And Gilroy. Reason 3 could be institutional racism. This supports the statement. Philip and Bowling are sociologists, and they found out that the police hold negative stereotypes against particular ethnic minority. As a result, those particular ethnic groups, for example, Black, Asian, are stopped and searched more by the police. Hood and Samson Phillips are another sociologist, and they argue that Blacks are 5% more likely to be stopped and searched as opposed to other ethnic groups. Here, we can clearly see that the police really stereotypes against ethnic groups. As a result, that particular ethnic minority group is stopped and searched more. Please try to use the statistics of 5% as well as using sociologists Philip and Bowling, Hood and Samson Phillips within your answer. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. This is a real example of Stephen Lewis. Some of you might have remembered Stephen Lewis from various different educational sources if you've looked at him, or you could just remember Stephen L. from the news because it was very, very topical when we got the news of Stephen L. So, he was a Black teenager, a student, and he was murdered in a racially motivated attack. If you didn't know this, this was the story of it. But many of you will know this because this was a big issue at that particular time. The police did not bother with this. And they assume that, you know what, he was Black, and if he's Black, he might be in a gang, hence he will commit crime, and that's why he is a criminal and he was murdered. So this was what the police had in mind. This was the police set ideology because the police stereotyped against ethnic minorities. In this case, the ethnic group that they stereotyped against was the Black ethnic minority group. But in reality, he was a normal student. He did not do anything wrong. He was just part of this racially motivated attack. As a result, he got murdered. He lost his life. Hence, this clearly shows that racism is targeted towards ethnic groups, making them feel as though they're the real offenders. Hence, this proves the statement. However, criticisms are very important. As we look at in the pack, C is a criticism, and you must have a criticism because without criticism, it's very difficult for you to get in the top band. So, this is criticized by Waddington. Waddington is another sociologist. Waddington argues that it's more about the place the ethnic group is, since the place is labelled as a high-risk area, which the police has to target. So it is simply that ethnic group, for example, a Black ethnic minority, is going to a place which is labelled as a high-risk area. As a result, the police have to stop and search them because in that area, the criminal and deviant activity rate is very high. So this can be seen as a valid criticism. Remember, if you do not want to use Waddington, you can also do a positive criticism because this is a very, very important topic where we can actually draw out positive criticisms. Like, for example, we can say here that it wasn't just theoretical research, but empirical. Hence why we have the statistics on the left-hand side about how blacks are 5% more likely to be stopped and searched as opposed to other ethnic minority groups. Hopefully this is clear, and hopefully you can use this as one of your reasons within your answer. Against. So remember, whenever we do an evaluation question, we do the for and against. But you never do for, write the paragraphs on that, and then say, however, against. You do not do this. Remember, you do it for, paragraph, against, paragraph, for, paragraph, against, paragraph. You do this 3 times. So we're going to have a look at the against of these statements. So an against that can be used is simply the left realists. I've done, I think, 3 sets of videos on the left realists. If you guys want to go back and have a look at them, press the I section where you'll be able to find those videos there. So, as we mentioned, left realists, they looked at subcultures. They could say, you know what, it is not racism that's targeting ethnic groups, making them seem as though they're real offenders, but rather it's just the subcultures that they are involved in. And also, it is because of the strain between the goals and the means, as Merton mentioned. Hence, they commit crime. And Hood argues that blacks are 5% more likely to be jailed than bells based on subcultures. So remember to draw in ethnicity as well, because the question is also about ethnicity as well as racism. Relative deprivation could be used as a valid argument, saying that, you know what, it's not racism, but rather it is relative deprivation that is causing these ethnic minorities to maybe seem or not seem as though they are the real offenders. You can use marginalization. Lee and Young, another sociologist, link it to Merton again between the strain. And Hall and Gilroy argues that people commit crime due to structural factors like poverty, due to there being cultural inclusion and economic exclusion. So here we can simply go against the statement and say, you know what, it is not racism, but rather it is the left realist view that what is causing crime, which is subcultures, relative deprivation, as well as marginalization. There's a whole video on this, 3 videos for that matter. Click the I, you'll be able to find it there. So next video, what will we look at? That is a big surprise. So next video, stay tuned for that, because it's an unknown video, and when I release that video, that's the only way you'll know what I'll be looking at. So stay tuned for that video. And please do not forget to keep revising, resting, testing, and repeating yourself. Please, whenever you continue on with the next few content that I'm going to do, or go off to my next video, please do this activity. Write down what you remember, and that will show that, you know what, you've understood it. And this will be very beneficial, especially when it comes to the exam. And again, I'm on Instagram, so you can follow me there. Scan the name tag or type in the search engine revisionhub_JazzyJ. And do not forget to like Canva. Canva is an amazing platform where I made these slides at. And also the very good thing about Canva, you can do a variety of different things, not necessarily make presentation slides. So please check out Canva. Do not forget to subscribe. Take a few moments to press the smiley icon if you are happy with the way I'm giving you these free notes, the way I'm trying to explain it to you, just so you can get a better grade. So if you guys are happy with me, press the subscribe as well as the like button right away. Please do not forget to comment. Whatever comments you have, I'll be willing to take them in mind, whether they're positive or negative. Just let me know. If you've even got a question, I'll be willing to answer that too. And again, please do not forget to press the bell icon to never miss my video. As I said, my next video is a surprise. So by you pressing the bell icon, it will notify you instantly what my next surprise video is all about. Till then, stay tuned to Revision Hub with Jazzy J.